Alright, hey everybody, Drac here again to talk about the most recent digital event that we've had for Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. Now, I've already had a fair bit of this spoiled for me because I have no self-control, but I do have a few things that I do want to talk about it, so I figured, why don't we all sit down, check it out together, and we'll go over it, and I want to hear you guys' opinions afterwards in the comments down below. So, let's check this out.
Peggy 12.
Elgato is looking like a phenomenal new hub city. Speaking of phenomenal, hello Mauzino.
Hello everyone, I'm Yozo Tsujimoto, producer on the Monster Hunter series.
Mr. Sujimoto?
I'm Yoshitake Suzuki, the director
And
on
Mr.
Monster
Suzuki?
Hunter Rise Sunbreak.
First, let's have a look at the new trailer.
Enjoy!
Yes, let's, and I'll try not to talk too much through it, you know?
These creatures consume life.
Those who let themselves be lured.
Wait,
to
they're
the
like
trap
flying leeches
will be
almost.
swept away by a swift gale, the embodiment of darkness, as they are slowly drained of their life.
I love
Darkness will show itself.
the implied symbiosis between Mauzino and whatever his blood butterflies are.
On my honor as a knight, I will end you. We will prevail. Hold nothing back.
This fight's gonna be absolutely insane.
Sorry to keep you waiting. We must bring peace back to Komura and the kingdom.
Just... They nailed the vampire motif with him. And Steve returns. This is probably the announced monster today that I was most excited for. I do still hope that there are some more that we haven't seen yet, though, because we got the Somnicanth and Almudron subspecies, ice and fire variants. Garangolm's looking cool. This switch skill swap is gonna be pretty neat to mess around with too. So I'm gonna have to do some more weapon practicing to get out of my stuck in my longsword ways for this game.
Who could have imagined that one day you and I would go hunting together? Going on a quest with you two is gonna be fun.
I'm intrigued by the follower quest system. We'll go through the rest of the video, and when they talk about it, maybe it'll jog my memory about things that I had
Monster
to say
Hunter
about
Rise
it.
Sunbreak is a massive expansion to Monster Hunter Rise. It's slated for release on June 30th, 2022.
So close yet so far. June's gonna be a neat month.
A new story will unfold
Got
at a new
Jurassic
pace
World
with
and
new
this,
locales,
so I'm
monsters,
looking forward to
actions,
both.
And the addition of the Master Rank, allowing you to delve even further into the world of Monster Hunter Rise.
I really hope that we've got more returning monsters too.
Now I'll pass the baton to Mr. Suzuki to tell you more about the trailer you just saw.
Thank you. Let's have a look at the footage again, and I'll provide some extra info as we go along.
Yep, 3 quote
Let's
new
start with the
monsters.
First off, we have Suregios, the flagship monster of Monster
The
Hunter 4
return of the angry pinecone.
Suregios
This is officially now Monster Hunter Rise Pinecone Edition because we have 3 Pinecone boys.
Down on them from the sky. It also sheds
He,
sharp
se-
skin
he seems
balls.
relatively unchanged, just
Some of its attacks will cause the
graphic,
bleeding status on the
graphically
hunter, so
overhauled
extreme caution
and
is
sped up
advised.
to fit with that new faster-paced Rise
The designers were
gameplay.
very meticulous
Ooh, his
in how
eyes are really
Suregios
pretty.
stores and unfolds its scales and horns, so we hope you pay extra attention to that as well.
Yeah, he looks great. Steve looks fantastic.
Next, let's have a look at 2 new subspecies of monsters that appear
These
in Rise.
two, though,
First,
I
we
have
Aurora Somnicanth.
things to say about.
It releases a perpetual cold air.
Okay, we'll stop on Aurora Somnicanth here, because on the one hand, it's really cool that it's pretty clearly Yuki-Onna inspired, since regular Somnicanth was already Siren inspired, with the whole song luring people to their watery graves, and this one is essentially the same with luring people to an icy grave. But regular Somnicanth already resides in the Frost Islands, so what would be the Monster Hunter pseudo-biological explanation for why now there is suddenly an ice one too? It seems like kind of a... I like the inspiration, but it seems like kind of a waste of a... I don't want to say waste, but it seems like they could have done something else with this subspecies to make it more suitable to an extent. But not too bad. Not too bad. I do really like the inspiration.
Slide around on the ice to attack hunters. The normal species attacked with a sleep-inducing
It'd be
power.
really cool if we
This
could get
subspecies
both
exhales
ice
a
and
powerful
sleep
ice
on it.
breath.
Then it
Next
would
up,
really feel like a
there's
threat.
Magma Almudron.
This guy, however... Capcom, why are you so adamant to not give us Agnactor? That's what... I'm still holding out hope that he'll be in the game, but if this guy has taken the chance for us to get Agnactor in Sunbreak, I'm going to be slightly miffed, and then every time I see an Eruptor in the lava caverns, I'm just going to be like, why are you even here? I don't get why the mobile game team for the past 2 games has been adding small monster variants, and now with Basarios, even large monster variants of juvenile monsters without the adult form in the game. It's strange, and I don't much care for it, but I'll get over it.
It lives in the lava caverns, and when it digs into the ground, it adopts a red hue, indicating that it's in a special heated state.
Like, there's plenty of cool stuff that they can
It also
do
uses the magma on its tail to attack its
with
prey.
Magma Almudron that makes him different from Agnactor, so it's totally possible
as
we
well
could
as
get
more
both.
powerful master rank versions of the monsters that appeared in Rise.
And
For
if there's
instance,
the Master
Alchemist
Rank
now has
attack
a backstep
upgrades for
and
certain
somersault
monsters,
attack
or
to give it even
hopefully
more
all of
combo
them.
potential. And T-Rex can now combo from a bite into a spin attack.
Acnosam and Tigrex both gotten
If you thought you were already
nice
used to
looking
fighting
additional
these
attack, I
monsters
would
in
say.
Rise, there are quite a few surprises in store for you.
Yes! Let's talk Mauzino some more.
Moving on, let's take a look at the flagship monster for this game, who also made an appearance in today's trailer, Mauzino. Mauzino is a
Yeah, they are
fearsome
like
elder
little
dragon
flying
who has
leeches
brought
or
the Arranged
lampreys.
Kingdom to the brink of ruin many times in the past. It commands mysterious creatures that it uses to capture monsters and absorb their energy. It displays both a certain sense of beauty and elegance,
Yeah, this
as
is-
well as vicious
this
cruelty
could
when it
be
catches its prey and
One of my
consumes it.
favorite flagships. that actually just reminded me. We'll go back a bit for that. See if I can get a shot.
When it catches its prey and consumes their life.
Just absolutely manhandling Lunagarin. Which implies to me that unfortunately there probably will have a difficulty ladder between them, with Garangolm being the low tier monster, Lunagarin being the higher tier monster, and obviously Malzeno being an Elder Dragon. I was hoping that they would be all around the same power, but I'm really thinking that Garangolm's going to be the weakest of the three, then Lunagaron, and obviously Mauzino at the top. But we'll just have to find out when the game comes out.
It fights hunters with a variety of attacks, so it's incredibly dangerous. Some of its attacks will cause...
Oh hey, he's got a pinchy tail, kind of like me.
If a hunter succumbs to Blood Blight, they enter a battle
Also,
of
this
Blood
Blood
Force
Blight
with
seems
Mauzino,
awfully
which they
familiar
must
to
overcome
Frenzy
survive.
in how it
That
affects you and
Mauzino
stuff from the
manages
look of
to
it.
absorb a hunter's life force, it evolves into an even more powerful form. It's very risky,
That
but definitely worth
secondary
seeing with your
rage
own
state's
eyes.
gonna be badass, I can already tell.
Mauzino's design was based first and foremost on a vampire motif. It being an elder dragon, we had
Also,
to figure out
the
what
design
kind of calamity
team
it would cause.
for the
And
monsters in
designers
Rise and
incorporated
Sunbreak
elements of
just,
aristocracy,
they did
nobility,
fantastically.
grandeur, and cunningness into their concept arts.
Like, I'm not even that big a
Based on
fan
that
of
art,
subspecies
we hammered
monsters
out
usually,
further
but they
details
did a
and
great job
presented
with the
in the
designs for
current
the ones
design.
that we got. Oh yeah, he do got a pinchy tail.
The elements I just mentioned are woven into its theme music as well. The composer managed to turn it into a really cool song, so please give it a listen in the game.
I'm definitely gonna vibe to that music as I'm being pasted across the ground.
Now let's talk about followers. In Sunbreak, some quests allow you to take story characters.
Sorry to cut you off there, Mr. Suzuki. But yeah, that's the thing that's got me a little bit concerned about the follower system, is that he specifically says some quests. So it's got me like, is it going to be every now and then we'll have a solo quest pop up that's a follower quest while the majority of them are still just solo? Or will all of the solo quests be follower quests? Because I would assume, given that pretty much all of high rank was in the guild hub, that most of master rank will be guild hub as well. So I'm thinking that these will probably be like the handful of solo quests for high rank that we got in base Rise, where you'll just get one every now and then to specifically play with these particular characters, which is a neat gimmick, but if that's all it really amounts to, I don't know how much of an impact it'll make on me, just to be real.
Known as followers, along with you to hunt together.
Do gotta say though, I will 100% take the chance to bring Cotton's dad here along with me on a hunt at least once.
These follower quests are single player only, so we hope you'll have fun running around the locales with your favorite characters.
Single player Magnamalo hunts.
Each follower
Oh,
has
mastering
their own weapon
Magnamalo, that's gonna be pain.
specialization. During quests, they'll recover your health, place traps, and sometimes even ride monsters, so they're very useful to bring along.
Yeah, they'll definitely be
You'll
interesting
gradually
to see
unlock
how it
more
pans
characters
out.
to pick from as you advance in the game. For the characters from Elgato,
Elgato,
you'll be able
looking
to take
awesome.
Fiorane, Lucica, Jay, Admiral
Just
Gallius,
Capcom,
and
please,
Master
please let
Arlo
us
with
capture
you.
the endemic life again. I
As
saw
for
the new
Kimura,
Thorny
you'll
Toad.
be
I
able to
need
bring
him.
along several characters in addition to Hinoa and Minoto, who already made their appearance. These colorful characters are sure to make your hunts even more fun, and you can even earn exclusive rewards, so make sure you try them out. Now, let's move on to the new player actions. Rise introduced various new gameplay elements, like the wire bug and wyvern riding. Sunbreak will expand on these elements even further, with more features and tweaks. Let's have a look at the new switch skill swap function.
The switch skill swap is definitely going
This
to be
game adds a variety
interesting.
of new switch skills, including new
Like,
silk bind
I mean,
attacks.
I don't have a lot to say beyond what
You'll
they
now
say,
be
is
able to
that
swap
it'll
between different sets of switch
be nice
skills
to
on
be
the
able
fly,
to
using
swap
the new
between two
switch
separate
skill swap
loadouts.
function.
And the new dodge looks pretty freaking sweet too.
You can register 2 loadouts in advance, so you can use 2 sets of switch skills during your quests. This lets you combo Silkbind attacks and gain their synergized effects. Swapping sets at the right moment and making the most out of every situation allows more freedom and
Also, as
creativity
far as
in your
subspecies go,
playstyle.
Blood Orange Bishaten is really neat.
Now let's say you need to avoid a monster attack or distance yourself from a monster while swapping skill sets. That's where the Swap Evade comes in.
I didn't really see the controls
Swap Evade lets
to
you quickly change your position
use
while
Swap
swapping
Evade,
sets.
unless it's just you
Switch
do
skill
the
swap and swap
switch
evade
skill
will
swap
give you
while
a lot
pointing in a
more
direction
freedom
like
when
the
moving
Wire Bug
around the
Evade.
battlefield. We've also added a wide variety of tweaks. For instance, you can now go into a wall
That's
run
gonna be so much
without
nicer.
using a wire dash first, and you can pick whether to ride a monster or keep attacking it when it's in a mountable state.
I'm sure that there were some
There
people
are
who
various
will
options to change the original
like that too.
controls
I've
to
never
new
really
controls.
had an issue with it, but
There's even more new tweaks like that, but we'll tell you
But,
more about
you know,
that at a later
choice
date. We
is
plan to release
the
introductory
spice of
videos
games
for
like
the
this.
new Silkbind attacks and switch skills for all 14 weapons according to the schedule shown on screen. We hope you look forward to how these new Silkbind attacks and the switch skill swap are going to change the action in Sunbreak.
it'll definitely take more learning for me.
Short clips for Sunbreak that'll teach you
Please give us
new
Great
use
Boggy
cases
as well.
for your hunts.
The new little Raptor boyos need
Make sure
A
to follow
boss.
the official Twitter account so you don't miss out. That's all we have to share regarding the new gameplay elements today. Hope you enjoyed it.
I most certainly did. And then,
Now,
yeah, the
let's
product
have a look at the
info,
product
just
information for Monster Hunter Rise
the pre-orders and amiibos and stuff. Although, yep, I'm definitely getting those amiibos. And where the hell did it go? I might even get that Switch Pro controller because that Mauzino print on it is really sweet. But I hope that we get another direct in June before the game comes out, which, given the timing of this one and how long there is until Sunbreak comes out, I think that there's time for them to do one more at the start of June. But this one, they keep calling it a massive expansion, yet it doesn't feel like they've added as much stuff as Iceborne did for World. So I'm hoping that there's still some stuff to be shown, and I'm hoping that, unlike with the past several games that have come out, that they're keeping a handful of monsters besides the final boss a secret. But we won't know until the next Direct comes out. So that is going to be it from me today. I'm definitely curious as to those new Switch abilities and the follower quests. Those have me really intrigued. The 3 new monsters shown today, Steve is cool, but the new subspecies I could kind of take or leave. And I will continue my rampant sympathy for Mauzino because he is an awesome flagship. All 3 of the 3 lords are actually really, really cool. But that's going to be all from us here today. I just wanted to make a quick video kind of going over my opinions on today's Direct. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Let me know down in the comments below. If you like what you see here and want to interact more with me in regards to gaming, I do have a Twitch channel linked to my YouTube here. And we also have a Discord and a Twitter in case you want. This always happens. Brain no work. But yeah, check us out on our Discord and Twitter if you want to interact with us some more. We're trying to build a community here. And definitely stay tuned because there will 100% be more Monster Hunter related content here on the channel. I'll see you next time.